everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Colts going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Diego Chargers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Colts coming out now. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 25. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people have a first-round grade on. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, it's Drew Kaiser on to kick it away for San Diego. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's fourth down.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became second and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went third and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Returnable for Lockett. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So a 3rd and 8. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he fires one incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And right with it here over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Luck, complete. Richardson has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Glennon, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Glennon. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Rawls. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. And oh, it's blocked. This is taken at the 10. It's going to take a Hail Mary now just to try for the 2 points. Now whistles here, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the offense as they'll use their second one of this first half and make sure they've got the play call right. So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught here by Bell. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Glennon, wide open receiver, complete. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Now Glennon. And his throw here is incomplete. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few adjustments.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Back to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's see. The defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Glennon. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. In the red zone this time. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Glennon. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Let's go. Green, 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 3rd down and goal from the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That's a lot of beat thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. The 28 toss was their bread and butter.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So it'll be first down here after the run. So the D-line's going to spread out. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
They'll set up a throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now they'll run it on the toss. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And nearly be a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. And out here, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. Finding time. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.